So a few weeks ago, I asked you guys on Instagram to send me scenarios that either you or someone you know have went through, and I'll give you advice on it. And you guys showed out. You guys sent me a few crazy scenarios, so we're gonna be getting into that today. But I only picked a few for this video, and I'm saving the rest for another video. Let me know down below if you guys enjoy this video, and let's just take a sip because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We're living, we're alive. Whew. Let's take a sip to that because that in itself is a blessing, okay? Let me know what you guys are thankful for down below, and let's just get into the video. So the first question says, so I like this guy and he likes me as well, but every time I mention us dating, he says he doesn't want to ruin the vibe, but he's asked to have sex with me on multiple occasions. What would you do? Girl. Sweetie, so okay. Okay, I always say that I'm so thankful, Lord, so thankful to not have to date or not be dating in this time period, day and age, because baby, like, these men out here, not all but most, these men out here are crazy. Like, I really don't have no time to waste, so I'm so thankful that I'm not dating in this day and age. But let me give you advice on your question. So if you like this guy and he likes you, first, I'm not sure about how long you guys have been talking for. If, you know, you're telling him that sex is okay without being in a relationship, or if you guys talk on that level yet. Honestly, he's not obligated to date you. And as sad and as heartbreaking as that is, sometimes we really like a guy so much that it's like you just want them to be like on the same level as you as quickly as you. And again, I don't know how long you guys have been talking for, but it's just a lot. It comes down to communication. And it's like you just have to tell him, like, listen, I like you and I'm, you know, ready personally to take this to the next level. I'm not here just to casually date. I'm looking for something serious. And just tell him how you feel. I mean, I did that with my boyfriend. Listen, at that point in life, I was so tired. Like, I was so tired of these niggas. These niggas was getting me tired, okay? I was tired. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know, and like I said this to my boyfriend, and I said, you know, I have a lot going on in life right now, and you know, if you want to be a part of it, then like we're gonna have to make moves. Like, it's not an ultimatum, really. It's not forcing it down their throat. There's nothing wrong, and I have no shame in telling a man exactly what you want, especially as you get older. You don't have time to be just dating to date. Like, what the hell are we're grown-ass people, we're grown adults. It's completely okay for you to sit him down and say, listen, I'm not comfortable with having sex with you without you being my boyfriend, and you know, I really don't appreciate you always bringing up sex but never bringing up the fact that, you know, we can be together, or you're thinking about a relationship with me. It's okay to tell him, like, listen, you're a dub if you don't want to date me. If you don't want to be in a relationship with me, you are a dub, and that is okay to say. There's nothing wrong with that. If you genuinely in your heart feel like you've created a connection to the point where it's like you think you're both ready for this next step and he's just playing games, totally bring it up to him and see what he says. But baby, it's okay not to give up the coochie. It is okay to not give up the coochie if you're not in a relationship. And it's okay to give up the coochie if you want to. It's your coochie. You do what you want with it, and that's just on period. Okay? So you know what to do, girl. You know what to do. Okay, so this next question says, what would you do if you cut ties with friends because they're toxic and you want to make quality friends? I'm very selective, and it's 10 times harder with the pandemic. At this point, it's 2020. We've been through this year. We've all been through this year. And it should just have taught us how short life can be and how quickly things can turn. And you should just want to live life to the fullest in a positive way. And if you have toxic friends in your life, completely cut them off. It's just not necessary. And I was always taught by my mom to, you know, if I don't bring drama into my own life, why would I want someone else to bring drama into my life for me? That doesn't make any sense. I'm big on mental health. I'm huge on protecting my peace. And like, there'll be times people are talking to me and either the conversation is going left and their tone is getting crazy, and I'll just stop them and I'm just like, listen, you're disturbing my peace and I can't continue this conversation with you, and I will walk away. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to love yourself first before anyone. That's not selfish. And I spoke to my mom about this not too long ago too, and she reassured me of that. You have to love yourself first before anyone, because if everyone else were to vanish, you still have yourself. And so always put yourself first. And listen, you know when a friend is toxic, and yes, we've all been there. We've all had friendships where we know it's toxic, but we've been friends for 10 plus years and we just don't want to move on from the relationship. Girl, it comes a point in your life where you have to really sit yourself down and realize the big things that you're doing in life and where you're going in life. And you just have to tell yourself, like, this stage in your life period is invite only, and you can't be accessible to certain people, and that is completely okay. You can demote friends from best friends to friends, and from friends to associates, and from associates to nothing at all. You can demote people. This is your life, so do as you please. And if someone is toxic, clip them off. You're better off without them. I promise you. Like, I promise you, life goes on. And I know how hard it is to cut people off, and I know that cutting a long time friendship off can be just as painful as, you know, breaking up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But girl, at the end of the day, do what's best for you and start chilling with people who are doing better than you and doing bigger things with their lives. And I feel like once you start chilling with those types of people, those types of successful people, then you become successful and your life just elevates from there. So just start hanging out with people who are doing a little bit better than you so that you can get to their, you know, level. And everybody just motivates each other. And just try to find good qualities in friends, like people who will really tell you about yourself in a nice way, in a loving way, put you on to game, want you to elevate just like they are. Like, you don't want to have a stingy ass friend. Like, if they're holding back valuable information on how you can surpass certain expectations or surpass certain goals, you don't want a stingy ass friend. Get you a friend that is okay and willing to want to see you do better and, you know, better yourself. Like, girl, these friends, they will really hold you back, but don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, let's drink to that. So this person says, so this guy I started talking to a few months ago came to visit his family about an hour from where I stay. We decided to hang out and I drove to him twice. He paid for everything on the dates, etc. However, on the third night, I told him I'm not driving out there and he should Uber. He acted like $65 for an Uber was gonna break his pockets. So I got an attitude and he didn't come. But come to find out, he went out with his friends instead. I cussed him out and blocked him. Am I overreacting? What would you do? Girl, first of all, I personally feel like men should do more. And whatever double standards, I don't care. Certain things I'm just set on, and it's like men should do more. That's just what it is. In my past, you know, relationships or talking to people, I've done the most. Like, I'm queen of the most. Like, I've done the most. I've done the most. Like, I've lived in New York, traveled to Connecticut to see a guy, traveled to Jersey to see a guy. Like, bro, trust me, I've done the most. So I completely understand what you're saying. And it's very nice of you to have driven out to see him an hour, to see him 2 times, like, and he don't want to see you not once. Boy, that's a red flag. It's like, listen, $65 for an Uber is pricey, yes, but you're paying. Okay, first of all, we've already established that obviously we know we're an hour away from each other, and we've already established that we were gonna link up when you go see your family. So it's like, if we already discussed this, what is the problem? Why are you acting brand new when it's time to come link up? Like, if you say that he's paying for dates and stuff, like he obviously has $65. Or maybe he came and only brought like $400 with him and he's on a budget, which is fine. You know, it's fine to be on a budget, but for him to not make at least an effort to come see you, that's weird. And it's like, okay, you're a dub, because why am I the only one making the effort to come see you? Like, yes, you're paying for the dates, but how expensive was the date? And where did you take me? And did we even have a good time? Like, you know, it's so many questions that I have, and I wish, you know, you could like communicate back and forth with me, but it's like, it's not adding up, you know? And I'm just confused. I'm really confused. Like, if he was really low on money, and if he was really like penny pinching, I feel like that's where communication comes into play. And it's like, he could have said, listen, I paid for these dates. No, like, it's either or, you know? And it's like, if I pay for these dates, I can't come out to Uber you because it's just too much money that I'm spending right now, and I don't have it like that. He could have been like, listen, we can cancel one of our dates. You've already seen each other twice, so you can cancel the second date, and he can Uber to you, take that date money that he would have used, use it to Uber to you, and y'all can chill in the crib or whatever y'all want to do, get a hotel, whatever. But, or you can link up with friends. Like, there's so many cheap options, there's so many free options. Like, you don't have to spend mad money every time you link up, you know what I mean? So there's different alternatives, but like I said, it just comes down to communication. And if he wasn't giving you communication, then he's a dub. Like, if all he told you was, listen, you came to me twice and you should come to me again because I'm not about to pay $65 to come see you, you're a dub. If he said it like that, he's a dub. And baby girl, know your worth, love yourself, clip that nigga off, cut that nigga off. What City Girl say? Fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. Like, dead ass. I couldn't have said it better myself. My birthday is coming up, but some of my friends are each other's exes, and I don't want no smoke from either side. Do I invite them and say deal with it, or not invite them? Okay, the deal with it part is kind of harsh. I wouldn't say all of that. Well, first of all, I'm not about to be in no room with an ex, because what are we here for? Like, what is the occasion? Is someone dying? Because that's the only thing I could think of. Like, what are we all gathered here today for? But I wouldn't want to be in a room with an ex, even if we left off on good terms or whatever the case may be. It's just unnecessary, and it's okay. It's okay. But, you know, I would talk to both friends. I would talk to the guy and the girl, and I would talk to both of them and say, like, are you okay with so-and-so being at my birthday party? And really listen to what they're saying. I feel like some people say yes just to accommodate you, but they're really in the back of their mind not interested in being with that person, in the same room as that person. So really know your friends, and sometimes you can even know the answer before they even tell you. And it's just like certain people, like my friends, know not to ask me certain questions because it's just an automatic, like, why would you ask me that? Like, no, you know. So know your friend, and we're all adults here. Let's have open communication. That's the best I can say. Like, some people really broke up because of some serious stuff went down in the relationship, and it's like, you just have to know where your loyalty stands. I feel like if one person is not okay with being in the same room with another person, then you do your own separate thing with that friend, and y'all do your own thing separate from the party that everyone's going to, you know? Just use your best judgment, you know what I mean? Like, just use your best judgment and everything will be okay. So, someone asked, my best friend and other good friend moved in together when I said they shouldn't, and they've been butting heads ever since. I can tell the friendship is rocky between them. Do you ever feel like you have to choose a side, or is there a way to be neutral? Now that I'm older, I definitely feel like there's a way to be neutral, but definitely in high school, you know, that petty stuff like, oh, if I'm not friends with you, then you can't be friends with her either. Like, that's whack. Don't even bring that to me. I can be friends with whoever the fuck I want to be friends with, but you can definitely be neutral. That's their business, and they are grown-ass people. Like, don't baby these people, please. Please, that's something I do not do. Don't baby these people. Like, they're grown, they know what they're doing. Like, sweetie, these people are grown, okay? They decided to move in with each other. Whether they're doing well or not is none of your business. It's not your problem. They made a decision on their own to move in together. After you put your little 2 cents in, and told them not to move in together. They still did it. So now they have to figure it out. And that's just really what I would say. Like, I would obviously listen and have an open ear for whoever wants to vent to me, but never allow your friends to talk shit to you about another friend, because it's always going to get back to that friend that y'all was talking shit, and it's just too much, you know? So like, just explain to your friend, like, listen, I understand that you're really frustrated, but please don't talk shit about my friend to me, because that's not right. And you wouldn't want her to talk shit to me about you. You would be like, why are y'all talking shit? You know what I mean? So really stay out of it. It's not your business. It's not your problem. Of course, listen to them when they have to vent, but let's keep it all respectful. You know what I mean? And let them figure it out. If they ask you for your advice, or if they're willing to listen to you, then give your advice. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to wait till your lease is over and just take it as, you know, a learning process, a learning situation. Now you know not to. I would never do that. Like, I thought of doing it back in the day, but looking back at my life now, I'm glad that I never lived with a friend, because that really ruins friendships, and I just don't have the time. Like, I would never. But just stay out of it, girl. It's not your business. Okay, so this person says, my boyfriend and I don't really argue, but we get into heated debates over social issues such as LGBTQ and feminism. Every time I try to teach him, he gets turned off and doesn't want to hear it. I don't want to break up with him, but homophobic and transphobic rhetoric is not acceptable for me. What would you do? Okay, it's clipped. We're done. We can't be together. I'm so big on protecting your peace, and that's not just for me, but for everyone and for anyone. And I just can never understand how people are so bothered by how other people live their lives if it's not affecting them. Like, how is a gay couple walking past you bothering you? Like, you should not even be bothered. I don't understand stuff like that, and I feel like that's just ignorant on his part, and even beyond ignorant, I don't even know the word for it. If I'm with you, if you're my boyfriend, and you feel this way, we can't be together, because I always say, like, what if we have kids together? What if we bring children into this life? What if our kids are gay? How are you going to react to it? I always say things like that, because I just always think of my future kids, and I'm always like, what message do I want them to have? How do I want to raise them? How do I want to parent them? What do I want them to take from my parenting skills and pass it on to their kids? You know, I always think of stuff like that. And if I can't even talk to you about something like LGBTQ, like real life topics and real life things, and you're not even open to it, we cannot be together. If you're not open-minded, we can't be together. You shouldn't want to be with somebody like that. You should break up with him. It's clipped. Like, feminism, what don't you get about it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have time for certain stuff. I really don't have time for certain stuff. And if you want to have kids, if you don't want to have kids, still think about the kids in the future. You know, you're going to come across some type of a kid in the future, whether you have kids or not. And I always think about kids in the future and what message I want to pass on to them. If we can't have open discussion, we can't be. And that's period. Let's drink to that, y'all. Let's all toast and drink to that. Clink, clink. Okay, girl, leave that man. Okay, so the last question I'm going to answer today is, do you ever get anxiety meeting new people? If so, how do you face it? Yes, I get anxiety meeting new people all of the time. Meeting new people is not something I enjoy, and I've never enjoyed it. But once I do meet people and I do give people a chance, I typically do enjoy my time with them. So I look at it like that. Like, I have to always, to this day, force myself to meet new people and create new relationships if I choose to do so. But it's just to the point where I feel like not being open to meeting new people can block your blessings. And with that, I mean, like, people may have connections that you may need for like a job or whatever. Everything about life these days is about connection. As crazy as it sounds, I have to force myself. It doesn't come naturally to me to want to be like a social butterfly and meet all these people. Maybe it's because I'm an only child and I always blame everything on me being an only child, but seriously, maybe that's what it is. Hey y'all, so I'm editing this video. As you can see, I just finished filming. I'm realizing that I didn't film an outro. I think my memory card was full and it just cut off on me talking in this video, but I just wanted to make a video right now and just end this video properly. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you want more videos like this, just let me know down below. I really enjoyed these types of girl chats and wind down with me type videos, girl advice type videos, and I just think it's more personable and it just makes us real close like this. Like, we all like this now, right, bougies? We all like this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and comment down below what you all are thankful for, because Thanksgiving is tomorrow, sweetie, and we all are thankful for something. I will post what I'm thankful for down below. And also let me know down below if you enjoy videos like this. And yes, so have a happy holiday and happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, bougies.